Hello, everyone. My name is Tara, and welcome to Aligning to Love. In this channel, I aim to spread hope, joy, peace, and love to the world by sharing goodness and love within my life. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my work and personal and family life updates and just share what's been happening in the last few days. So, the last video that I shared on Thursday, I was talking about whether I was going to get to see the 3rd through 5th grade concert at the school that I work at. And for some reason, when I was filming the video, I wasn't thinking of the right day schedule that I was on. I had been thinking of Tuesday's schedule, but really it was Thursday, and I had the free space in my day to make time to see the concert or the dress rehearsal that my school does as a practice run through of the concert during the school day. I think that's really clever that my school does that because it allows for the music teacher to have all the kids in one place and to have a dress rehearsal, but it also gives the other grade levels the chance to be an audience member and see the other students perform. And I think that is such an just inspiring thing to do for the younger kids to see the bigger kids perform, but also to allow the bigger kids see how hard the younger kids work as well when it's their turn. And not only does it help the music teacher and everyone participate in the dress rehearsal, but it also allows other community members like grandparents or family members that have night jobs when they might not be able to see the concert after school, a chance to be able to come in during the day so that they can see their child perform or their family member perform. So I think that's a really special thing that our school does. And I always loved having that option during the school day, and all of the teachers in the school always take advantage of that opportunity for their classes. And it's really nice for the teachers as well to see all the school grade levels perform because we've had those past students or it's students that we're going to get to have in the future. And it's just a nice celebration of the talent and the progress they've made, especially with confidence by the kindergarten years when they are first performing, and then seeing them be able to play instruments and be part of band or being in the select choir. It's just so wonderful to see the growth from students from K through 5th grade. And so that's always one of my highlights of the year. And so I was really pumped that I was able to go see that and bring my kindergarten class, and they had a blast looking at the older kids performing, and they were just in awe of their skills. And I'm always in awe of our music teacher. She does so much to make those kids have fun and to really get into the songs and the themes that they practice and they perform. One of my favorite songs, well, two of my favorite songs they did during the dress rehearsal and the concert was Surfing USA and then Do Re Mi from The Sound of Music. They did such an amazing job, and they did an incredible job on all the songs that they performed, but those are some of my top favorites that they did through the night. During the day when it was the dress rehearsal. And so that was the big thing on Thursday. And then on Friday, we have been having the kindergarten and 1st grade class present and practice for a play that they're going to be performing in June. And so we've been going over their songs and their speaking parts and the movements and the dancing, and it's just been really fun, and it's been really cute to see them learn the steps and the movements that they need to do for their different animals. And last Friday and this Friday, we've been creating their costumes. So we've been painting on paper bags, their elephant costume. That's what my group is. Every teacher had different sections of students and different animals that they were helping the classes make. And so my group was the elephants, which I love elephants. Elephants are one of my favorite animals. They're my favorite land animal, and whales are my favorite ocean animal. And I was excited that I got to be with the elephants. We have a really cute song that the kids have been practicing, as well as the outfit that they're going to be wearing. And so my group is going to have headbands with big elephant ears, and then we cut out the trunks. My husband and I actually helped with that process. They painted the bags, and then we traced the trunks on and cut them and made sure that they were going to fit the students. And so that's one thing my husband was so amazing with helping me. He always helps me with craft things like that when it's going to take forever, and he always saves the day on those nights when I need his help with the artistic part with that. And so I was really thankful for his support and his help with that. And so, yeah, the Fridays have been very chaotic, but it's controlled chaos with the painting and the costume making. And the kids are having a blast, and it's always a fun way to end the week with them. And I've been pumped because this weekend is Memorial Day weekend, so we have an extra long weekend, which I've been needing. My family has been needing. There's so many parts of the school year where I feel like I put my family on the back burner because I need to make sure that I'm prepared for my students and that I'm ready for my work as an educator. And this weekend I've been able to just relax and take a breather and just really be present with my daughter and with my husband and have a slower pace of life. And it's been really restful and calming and grounding, and I've just been so appreciative. This weekend it hasn't really been the best of weather. It's been cloudy and rainy off and on, and we've been trying to find clever ways of allowing my 15-month-old daughter to be able to walk around and get her energy out. And so we've been going to stores near us and letting her walk around stores, and she's been loving it because she just got a pair of new shoes at the end of April, and whenever she knows she's getting the shoes on, she knows we're going out and outing and going in the car. So she always gets super excited and pumped up for that. And on Saturday, we took her to an LL Bean store. We also took her to a Barnes & Noble bookstore. And at the Barnes & Noble, they had a Lego set. And it was the first time that she has ever been exposed or played with Legos. Luckily, they were the big kind, so we didn't have to worry about her choking on any of the little pieces. But her hands and her dexterity are getting so strong, and she was able to take apart the Legos and push them down on the table piece. And it was exciting for my husband and I to see her growth with that. My husband and I were also excited because we got to get some new books for her. We bought her Bruce Saves the Planet, which is by Ryan T. Higgins, and we just love his artwork, and we love just the characters that he has in his books and the adventures that they go on and just the themes that he has for his books. And I was excited to get this because my students know that I'm a big advocate for helping our planet, saving the environment and the animals and the ecosystems that are getting destroyed by pollution and other chemicals or toxins that are being put in our environment. And I always do my part to try to recycle and reuse and save things, as well as clean up things in the environment when I can. And so we loved this book because it's exactly what we want to teach our daughter as well. We had bought a book called Night Owl before my daughter was born, and this one, I don't know if it's a sequel or just another book in his series of books, but it's called Night Owl and the Early Bird, and it's too cute. It's about the owl being a night watchman in a castle, and he's nocturnal, so he does the night shift. And then there's this bird who's not nocturnal, and she's up bright and early in the morning ready to go for the day, and it's a cute story as well. And these are just some things that were really just it just filled our heart to be able to go to these places with our daughter and just have quality family time and just not be on a busy schedule. So on Saturday, when we did those errands, I saw some license plate that were funny. Again, I saw another license plate. If you saw my previous video, I had visited a friend and I was looking at license plates for an hour drive when I went to go meet her. And this one was just 5 to 10 minute drives with my husband and my daughter, but I saw the license plate Sunny. Which was funny because the last 2 weeks have been really cloudy and rainy. I also saw a license plate that said Alps. And then within the next 5 minutes, I also saw a license plate. I can't remember if it said Ski Bum or Ski Life, but I thought it was funny that it was close by to the other car that said Alps on the license plate. And then on Sunday, we took our daughter to a bookstore called BAM. It's called Books a Million. That's what the acronym stands for. And then we also took our daughter to Kohl's to walk around and other shops and stores nearby so that she could get her energy out and we weren't in rain or stormy weather. So that was really fun. And in the parking lot for today's outing, especially when we went to Hannaford's just to do our shopping, I saw the license plate Love Bug, and it's cute because my daughter's name is Juniper, and we always have the nickname for her, June Bug, and so that was special. And then I also saw a license plate that said Bliss, and this weekend really has been blissful, and it just summarized just everything that I was feeling, and so those are just some of the highlights. The one biggest thing in my last video on Thursday was May 22nd, and I didn't say it in my last video, but that was the exact day that my daughter turned 15 months old. And another exciting part on Thursday was that we got her transition to a new car seat, and this car seat will be with her until she's 10 years old. And so that was an exciting part of this week as well. So many milestones for my family and our daughter. And this week also just seemed to be much more smooth, and we've been in the waiting game. If you've seen our previous videos, you know that my husband has been looking for jobs closer to the area where I grew up, and we've been trying to relocate over there. And so we're still waiting to hear about that position for him. So then we've also been just having a game of waiting to talk to our future landlord. Fingers crossed that he will be our future landlord. And so the last 2 weeks have been so hectic, so it's been nice to not have to do so much communicating this week and just really be present with our family. And it's just been really grounding and relaxing. During the dinners this week and this weekend, we've gotten to just have some quality time with our family members and just really being present with ourselves. And in previous videos, I've been sharing that I've been seeing white energy. Sometimes it's little orbs, sometimes it's streaks. But the last couple dinners and lunch times with my family, I've been able to see the white orbs right out of the corner of my eyesight, and it's usually above their heads. But the last 2 days ago, I saw white energy, but instead of being in like the far back of my vision, it felt like it was more like right from my inner eye, which was really cool. So I'm hoping to do some more meditating and more grounding, and hopefully practicing to get more comfortable with trying to improve that I don't know if you call it vision or just skill for seeing it more often. So those are the updates. I'm really excited for this week because, well, I'll have to do a lot of prep work tomorrow because I am going to get to see a friend who's a district colleague for lunch tomorrow, so I'm excited for that. But after that, I'm going to be doing some sub plans for Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm going to get some quality time with my brother, which I can't wait, because once you're married and then you have your family of your own, it's really hard to do things with friends and siblings. It's, you really have to prioritize it. And so I'm excited. We're going to be doing some fun things together, and it's the first time that I'm actually going to be away from my daughter for a day or so. So it's, I'm excited, but it's also going to be like very odd to be away from her. And so it's brand new experiences, which I'm excited for. And I've missed my brother a lot, so I can't wait for our time together. And we've always been really close, and I know we're going to have a blast that day. And he deserves some fun things and fun events in his life. He's a very hard worker, and he's had a lot going on in his life. And I'm just glad I get to be there and have those times with him. So I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully, wherever you are, you get some sun and nice weather, and enjoy life. Take pleasure in the company that you have, and don't take anything for granted. Just really appreciate what we have with our family, with our friends, and big and small, and especially the low key times, and just take it all in and enjoy it. So I love you all, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye.